innovative content, global audience.
Hello, good morning, people. Yes, it's our special June 12 broadcast today. The history of June 12 in Nigeria, how MKO Abiola became the symbol of democracy, and why it is important to us, especially the Yoruba nation. Good morning and welcome to the show, June 12 broadcast. I have with me on the show, of course, my name is Princess KESSY. You already know that, and I have with me the very beautiful, stunning
MARYVAL
and the very charming
Blessing AKAN.
How are you both doing today?
We're doing good, doing so well.
Yes. You can see that it's a public holiday, and that's the way we usually, of course, it has been a norm for us as the people why June 12 is important, and the things we do. Democracy Day in Nigeria, a lot of questions are on the table this morning. People feel like, is it really working for us, this system of government? Is it something we should be practicing? The history so far and how it has evolved so far. Now, let me throw this to you, Blessing. When you hear the word June 12, of course, today is June 12, we're celebrating and all that. What comes to your mind? How would you say, what you define as your own democracy? Do you think it's working for us? Do you think this is a system we should be practicing as a people?
I think this is the system we should be practicing, and this is the system we are practicing, even though I feel the system is not actually working. And because during elections, you see citizens complaining that their vote did not count like the last elections and all that. So June 12th is a democracy day, and democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, which in a simple
But do you think that is working, that definition?
That's where I'm going to, which in a simple terms means that the voice of the masses, the voice of the masses is the superior over individual interests or political interests. Yes.
Anyway, do you think it's working for us as a people or as a nation?
It's not working for us.
Why do you say that?
Because in this country, you talk about the voice of the people, but is your voice being heard?
Yes, our voice, of course.
Even if it is, they're not working towards whatever you said. It's just what the government decides. That is what they do. So the opinion of the masses doesn't count. So if you ask me, it's a no. It's not working for us.
Yeah. Anyway, we are just, this is just personal opinion, but like I did mention, I have a lot of guests on the line already on the list that will be talking about this special broadcast today. Of course, it's June 12th. This is something that you should know. A lot of people don't know what the significance of this day and the history so far, and that is why we're here this morning. Quickly, I'm going to go on a break, and when I return, I'm going to come back with my guest, the first guest for today. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Nigeria Film Corporation, and lots more.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and Tap Tap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Feeling the boy. Okay, it's so exciting. The game's been dark, but I'm igniting. Positive.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website
Okay, my people, it cannot be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download Tap Tap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to event@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and Tap Tap.
Hello, viewers. You're welcome back from that quick break. Like I did promise, I was going to come back with a guest. Yes, I have my first guest today on the show, Barrister Uchuma Ejiga Benjamin, founding partner of Statry Legal Practitioners. You're welcome. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me once more on a special day like this.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you as well with us. Now, when we talk about democracy, sir, today is Democracy Day. First of all, let's start from there. How do you feel?
Yes, I can say both good and bad.
Mixed feelings, right?
It's a democracy day. And Nigeria is a democracy. We've been able to sustain our democracy till today. So that's the good one. Then number two, our democracy has not evolved the way I would want it to evolve. That's looking at the last general election that left a lot of Nigerians heartbroken because the expectations was very, very high.
Okay.
And the conduct of that election did not leave much to write home about. As we all know, there are thousands of election petitions filed all over the country. That is not supposed to be so if the election were to be free and fair and transparent. You understand? So that is the bad side of our democracy that I don't like. If you permit me, subject to time constraints, I will also point out something. If you look at the number of voters in the last election, it's not close to the number of registered voters that we have in this country.
Okay.
That also tells us that a lot of people does not believe in our democracy. A lot of people still does not believe that their votes will count. So that is another factor that I'm not happy about. Then also, the number of illiterate voters. Now, when I say illiterate, it's people that are not politically enlightened. What are we voting for in the first place? A lot of Nigerians will tell you, I'm voting because the contestant is a Muslim, the contestant is from my region, he speaks Hausa, he speaks Yoruba.
That is right.
And those are not factors that we should consider
while voting. That is right.
Yep.
So, sir, today is the June 12th we all talk about. You did make mention of some issues arising, talking about the voting system. Now, do you even think as a country now, as a nation, the democracy is working? Would you say it's working perfectly or not working too well or not working at all?
Okay. I would say both yes and no. It
Okay.
is working, but not working well.
Well,
Based on some of the factors that I've stated above. Now, the major cause why I'm not happy with our style of democracy is structural, is the structure of the country. The structure of the country. Now, why should we have a president by force installed on the 29th, even if there are glaring irregularities?
Why the issues are still pending at the tribunal?
Yes, why we are still at the tribunal. The reason why it is like this is because the Constitution of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, that is being practiced today, that is being implemented in Nigeria, stated so that on 29th, the parting of leadership must be handed over to another person. Whether there is a flawed election or not, it doesn't matter. Now, that brings us to the structure. Why can't we have a constitution that will say, look, after an election, 3 months must be given to the election tribunal to look at the election, if it's free and fair, give their judgment, so that when the baton is handed over, it will be handed over to the actual person and
just so everybody will be at peace.
Unfortunately, we don't have it right now.
I like that opinion.
Shall we don't?
Well, sir, we see that this is the country we find ourselves in, and talking about June 12th. Yes, talking about June 12th now.
Yeah.
So far, how would you? What would you say? What's your opinion on the history so far?
Yes, it's one of the fairest and transparent election we've had so far, but unfortunately, it was annulled. That is why we have the June 12th anniversary today as our democracy day. That's just the June 12th gave us the best election, one of the best leaders that we wished to have had, but unfortunately we couldn't have it due to the military juntas at that time that annulled that particular election. So it's a good thing that we are keeping today in remembrance of that as a symbol of the type of democracy we are all aspiring to have.
Now, there's this make believe that for redemption to happen, there must be a bloodshed. Do you think MK Abiola was that sacrificial lamb?
I really don't think so. I don't subscribe to that. If it's the sacrificial lamb, as you have said, where are we today? It has not taken us anywhere. Rather, our democracy, our electioneering seem not to be improving from that time till now. It seems not to be improving. Because if it were to be so, the last general election, the INEC could have done what they told us they would do, what the Electoral Act say. As you are voting, your result is being uploaded and you are seeing it. If that had happened, we would not have the number of election petitions that we are having today. That's just the thing. As leaders, we should be able to give our word and stick to it. And when we fail, we should admit it. That is how it's supposed to be. Just last week, the
But hello, sir, are you there? Okay, we have a little bit of network issues, but I did understand also. He's insisting that. Hello, are you? Yes, sir. Now, but if you say you are, we have network issues there.
Yeah. So when you have failed as a leader, you should admit it and resign your position. That's how it's done.
Sir. But you did say if you don't share that opinion, but still a lot of people see MK Abiola as a symbol of democracy.
Yes, he is, but unfortunately, the aspect I'm looking at is that whether his death has achieved or has given us the type of democracy we want. His death has not given us that.
That means now
I'm
you
saying.
share the opinion of those people who describe Nigeria's democracy as a kakistocracy way of system or government.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's funny. Okay, sir. From what you've said so far, we understood, and it is a reality that our leaders have failed us in one way or the other. So, what is your advice to our leaders?
Yes, in many ways.
Yeah, what advice can you give to our leaders to ensure that there is an effective democratic system of leadership?
First, they must ensure that we have a 100% transparent, free and fair election in Nigeria. Free and fair, that nobody will doubt it. We almost got there in this present election. Like I said, if the results of the presidential were uploaded real time, the way the ones for the National Assembly were done,
yes,
then
sir.
if voter intimidation and apathy, use of talks to prevent people from getting to the polling unit, if those were checkmated by our security agencies, we would not be saying what we are saying now. The number of election petitions filed would have reduced drastically. I'm 100% sure that if those results were uploaded real time for everybody to see, even people outside Nigeria on the INEC portal, I do not think that Peter Obi and Atiku, they will be at the tribunal right now, because it's not possible. Because they will be seeing the result being uploaded live from polling units, even right from their houses.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Unfortunately, we did not get those, and it's the reason why a lot of people do not believe in the election of the person we have today. But unfortunately, the Constitution said somebody must be installed on the 29th, and that's why we have what we have today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. So apart from
So to have a good democracy, we must ensure that our electioneer is free and fair
And transparent as well.
Everybody's vote counts. It is the foundation of our democracy.
People feel
Then
that
the
they are
leaders
cheated
must try
because
to solve the issue of tribalism and ethnicity. Unite this country.
Well, thank you so much.
So this issue of tribalism you're talking about, I think it has even entered even with the citizens, even as a people. I think we are so tribalistic too. And also to ensure a good democratic system in the country.
And we are so suspicious of each other.
So to ensure a good democratic system of the country, what role do you think that we as a citizen we also need to play apart from the government?
Yes, we should play our little part. From your studio there, you should not make religion and tribalism a consideration to employ your staffs. From my law firm, I should never make tribalism and religion a consideration. Even down to this person that you marry, we should stop saying that I must marry from my state, I must marry from my tribe, I must marry my religion. We need to take these little steps to unite this country and solve the problem of distrust.
Barrister, I feel attacked by that. Yes. Yes, I feel attacked, especially saying that, hey, I will not marry from somebody else and all that. I feel so attacked right now. Anyway, sir, now before we let you go, what is that one thing you think? What other thing do you think we as a people have not done right? Moving away from the Electoral Act and the electoral system. What other thing we need to put in place? Just one thing.
We should reduce the way we criticize our leaders.
Our leaders.
You understand? Most times it causes more problem than good. We should find a better channel of approaching things, criticizing everything and tying everything they do to politics. shouldn't be the way to go. You understand? Shouldn't be the way to go there.
Yes, you're right.
Well, thank you so much for being on the live broadcast this afternoon. We appreciate you, Barrister Ochuma Ejiga Benjamin. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. Have a nice afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, viewers, we've been on call with Barrister Ochuma Ejiga Benjamin, founding partner of Straight Gem Legal Practitioners here in Abuja. Yes, we've heard from him. Like I said, viewers, we're going to have a lot of views today as regarding to June 12th. So we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, we'll be coming back with our second guest. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this time.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G,
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447.
Welcome back from that quick break. I have with me another guest on the studio today. He is Reverend Dr. Oke Ifacho, a veteran journalist. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You're welcome to the live broadcast. So, sir, today is Democracy Day, June 12th. How do you feel about this?
Well, we thank God for today, Democracy Day, June 12th. The day Nigeria is marking the day the Nigerian people elected a leader. But that leader was not allowed to lead. I'm happy that the government eventually decided to remember that the voice of the people in democracy is the ultimate. And so they decided to right the wrong they did to Moshood Abiola MKO. And decided to honor him. So we are grateful. The Democrats in Nigeria are happy. But the question is Nigeria really practicing democracy?
I was going to ask you that question, but you are not asking us, sir.
You can answer.
For me, we are in a civilian rule. We are not in a democracy. Because from 1999, when the military left the political terrain or scene, we have discovered that what we have is electoral banditry and terrorism by some politicians who do not want democracy to be. And that is why they keep subverting the will of the people. Democracy is defined as government of the people, by the people, for the people. And when we talk about the people, we'll talk about the vast majority of the people. But here in Nigeria, you'll agree with me that it is all about banditry, thuggery, what I call electoral terrorism.
Killings.
They now use money to capture the state. It is more of state capture than democracy, if you ask me. Because even in the last election, you discover that the vast majority of Nigerian people voted for a particular candidate, but the will of that particular, the will of the people is not allowed to prevail, and that is why some of them are in the electoral tribunal, trying to seek for justice. Until the Nigerian politicians stop making use of money as a weapon, stop terrorizing people electorally, even using government institutions and organs, then we will not be said to have had democracy. That is just the plain truth.
And by so saying, sir, you're saying the system is not working effectively here in Nigeria. There's no democracy, or is partially working.
When the will of the vast majority of the people is not respected, then it cannot be said to be working.
Yes.
It is the voice of the majority. And the danger of the Nigerian kind of democracy is that the younger generation that came out in their numbers in the last election, their interest, their hope, their enthusiasm have been dampened by the outcome of that election. So I'm wondering if next round of election, next season of election, I ask them to come out that is going to be free and fair, whether they will really come out, because they have been utterly disappointed. I know a lot of them that voted for the first time in the 2023 February elections. But at the end of the day, their expectation, their hope, their enthusiasm were all dampened. Why? Because the person they elected overwhelmingly for was not the person that was announced. And that is why I say it is electoral terrorism and banditry that some political profiteers in Nigeria are capitalizing on. And I just hope that the judiciary, which is the last hope of the common man, will live up to the expectation to bring back that lost hope, because the hope for political success or democratic development in Nigeria that is supposed to be the synergy of all eyes, that hope is dampened, is bleak. Talk to most Nigerian youths that voted in the last election. They will tell you they don't believe in election anymore. I know of some that even refused to go for the supplementary election because they were so disappointed. But we are progressing as a nation. As a believer, as a Christian, we keep hope alive, believing that one day we will get to the promised land of our political hope.
Yes, we keep hope alive. I love that. Now, that means you share the opinion of many that describe our democracy as a kakistocracy way of government. A government where a lot of people, the people that are not even qualified, becomes the leader.
That is what it is. Because the truth is that most of the people in political positions of Nigeria today, we are not prepared for it. They are not there for the interest of the Nigerian people. Now, look at our rules, for instance. Since 1999, Lagos Ibadan is yet undone. Abuja, Kaduna, Abuja, Lokoja, down to the east, not done. East-west road, not done. Go to Port Harcourt, Enugu road, not done. Onitsha, Owerri road, not done. Now, since 1999, what have the politicians been doing? That is the big question. We're just talking about roads. Talk about electricity. As we speak now, there is no electricity in my house. And those people that don't have the prepaid meters, at the end of the month, they will bring a humongous bill for them to pay. For services not rendered.
Not rendered.
That's so sad.
It's terrible. The truth is that most Nigerian leaders do not have the interest of the Nigerian people. That's why I talk about state capture. Once they capture it, they get it. Look at most of them, they go and deposit their money abroad, enriching other economies, leaving the Nigerian economy in tatters.
Now, sir, people saw MK Abiola as a symbol of democracy. And a lot of people will say also that he was a sacrificial lamb. At the end of the day, he was trying to uphold democracy. He upheld democracy then. What do you think we should do as a people? What do you think? How do we get to that place where he wanted to take us to?
Before MK Abiola sought to be the president of Nigeria, he was a known philanthropist. God blessed him with money and riches and wealth, and he was using it to impact lives, not minding the region you are from, not minding your religious inclination, not minding your political leaning. So he was a man of the people, he was a man of the Nigerian nation or the Nigerian state. And that was why when he came to contest, even though he had another Muslim as the running mate, King Gibe, and Tofa was there for NRC. You know, remember Abiola was for SDP, Social Democratic Party, and National Republican Convention, NRC was for Tofa was for them. Nigerians didn't mind sectarian inclination or cleavages or dichotomy. They voted for him overwhelmingly. Why? Because he saw himself as a Nigerian.
Okay, sir.
As a nationalist. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's not what most of the Nigerian leaders today are pretending. They are not showing themselves as true nationalists. Rather, they now want to go into their various cleavages of ethnicity, of religion, and all of that.
I think that is a major problem we have when we talk about the electoral system, the issue of religious, the issue of ethnicity. This is one of the major issues we have. Talking about how to, yes, sir. This is one of the major issues we have.
Hello, sir. The Nigerian political elite should have a rethink from their inner man to know that mankind is one, that the God who has made them to be Nigerians is not a foolish God. So whether you are from the north or south or east or west, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, all that is important is the good of the Nigerian nation. But oftentimes, the politicians tend to divide us because the vast majority of Nigerians do not even believe in this dichotomy. Because I relate with my Muslim brothers that are within my sphere of influence. I will have never had any misunderstanding. But it is when politics come, the politician will use it to divide us in order to be able to rule. So I just hope that Nigerian masses will come to their senses and realize that the politicians are not their lovers, as it were.
You are right, sir.
Because if you divide them, they will use you as a political pawn. Sure. And once they get what they want to do, they forget you.
They discard you quickly.
Just watch now, this 10th assembly that will be inaugurated tomorrow. Yes. On the day they want to do things that will benefit them, they will tell you they are having an executive section. They will lock up their door and chase everybody out and decide if there's anything to share, they share, and they keep
close door meetings.
They will come and tell you, hey, you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you are this, you are that. And at the end of the day, we all go to the same market, we all go to the same filling station, we all pay good.
Seems to be a game of car cooks. If you do not belong to this particular car cooks, you can't contest in a particular post. And I think this is one of affecting our democracy. What advice can you give to our political leaders? What do you think they should do to ensure effective democratic leadership in our dear nation, Nigeria?
Simple. Leadership is a service to the people. God gives you that opportunity to serve, because when you are serving the people, you are serving God.
Yes, yes.
The people is the God you see. You understand? Yes. So when you serve the people, your conscience is at peace with you. And the politicians should realize that our life on earth is short. The day the owner of life calls you back and the breath ceases, that is the end. Your wealth in Dubai, your houses, wherever, all is gone. You don't even remember them. So why not use that opportunity to serve God and create a better future for you, for yourself in eternity? Just remember when they changed the Naira. A lot of people brought that Naira that was useless. Now you have such amount of money with you, and you refuse to use it to impart lives. They forget that the prayer of people, when you do them good, avails much in the presence of God.
That is true.
A lot of them wanted their money, and at the end of the day, they didn't impart lives. Is that what they are called to do? Is that service? Certainly not. So until they know that the position they occupy is to serve the people. When you construct road, and people are playing the road without much hassle, to their vehicles and to their lives.
Yes.
Even if you decide to use the remaining years to eat whatever you want to eat, they won't bother. But now, yes. Find return on it. In other words, you need to make your capital and make interest. Therefore, I will not vote for you, and I will not take your money. And you will not have the conscience to not say, I voted for you, why are you doing this? Because it was trading. He paid you, you voted for him. Exchange of goods and services.
Yes, yes.
But if you your sphere of influence, your constituency or your district or whatever, you know the person, you know the pedigree of the individual. And when you vote the person, you know the character, the person should be able to serve, you know the person that can call that person up and give him that leadership position, the person will serve. In fact, there are people that when they're want to go into elective position, they don't even spend their money. And they get voted. You understand? Yes, I remember, for instance, it's not a thing of pride. I don't want to blow my ego anyway. When I contested some time ago as the secretary of Correspondence Chapel here in Abuja, I didn't print card or poster to talk to my. I just went to various chapels and spoke to them, just once. And at the end of the day, they voted for me. But there are people that, printed posters and wasted all that money and all of that.
Yes.
So what am I trying to say? we must know the people that will serve.
Yes.
Because we know them. We know them in our localities, in our communities.
In our communities, in our society at large.
Okay, so
like Abiola that I talked about. He impacted lives in rural areas, in the southeast, in the south, in the north, and all of that. That was why when it was time to vote for him, a lot of people voted without asking for money. But in this last election, money was so spent that when the politicians get to that position, all they will want to do first
is to get back their monies.
And before you know it, the 4 years is gone.
It's
and
gone.
Not anything.
Nothing.
Complain. They'll come again and deceive us with 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, and all of that. And the beat goes on.
Well, thank you so very much, Doctor, for being. You've said quite a lot. I really do hope that moving forward, we'll have a democratic system that we not just work for some elite or some class, but the masses as well. Viewers have been on call with Reverend Dr. Ifa. He is a veteran journalist. Thank you so very much for all you have been doing, sir, and all you keep doing. We appreciate your good works.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yes, you've heard it all. A lot of grievances. A lot of people feel we have democracy, but it's not working the way it should work. It's not working effectively. Now, when we talk about this MK Abiola, this is a man that did so much. He sacrificed. The significance of this day is what we're talking about, viewers, the significance of June 12th. Now, a lot of things you don't know about MK Abiola are things we'll bring to you in the course of this program. You heard from our viewers as well. You've heard from all our guests. Some of them are still insisting that the democratic system here is not working the way it ought to work. And the leaders are the major problem they have all been pinpointing. Yes. It is the leader. Like that saying that when the head is bad, what becomes of the body?
It affects everything.
Yes. And on that note, we'll go on a quick break now. When we return, we'll come back with another guest. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industrial icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Nigeria Film Corporation, and lots more. Don't be told, be there.
Yes, it's
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigeria.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is
Hooray! It's Nigeria.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@Superior Radio and Television.
Hooray! It's night.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Nigeria Film Corporation.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
viewers, you're welcome back from that break. This is the special June 12th broadcast, reaching you live from our SRO studio here in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory. Like I did promise before that break, I was going to come back with another guest. Of course, it's June 12th. There are a lot of things we don't know. We'll get to find out today. And of course, we have different opinions from different people. Right now, we have our next guest. He's Comrade Austin Atta, Management Consultant, Standard Group Ventures. You're welcome to the show. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today? Are you happy? It's Democracy Day.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Nigerians. I'm happy. It's Democracy Day.
Yes, so what will you make of the history of democracy so far in Nigeria?
Well, basically, I think May 29th was initially the official Democracy Day in Nigeria, which we became the newly elected president. Like I said, May Day originally was supposed to be the day that we are supposed to be celebrating, as a nation. But of course, it was rapidly changed by President Muhammadu Buhari. He moved it from the 29th of May to the 12th of June, which is this month. This change basically was to remind all Nigerians of one free election after the presumed winner, with Nigerians were denied their rights and choice to govern this nation. So just to remind us that June 12 was a day that was acclaimed as a day Nigeria as a country we are privileged, so to say, to have gotten, to have had an election that was acclaimed to be the freest, and fairest of election in Nigeria's history.
Wow, well said. Well said. But what do you think of it? I know a lot of people actually applauding the president for that change, for moving that date from that May to this 29 to this June 12. Would you also applaud the president? And of course, do you think the in a country like Nigeria, democracy is working perfectly?
Well, I wouldn't say it is not working perfectly. I'm not going to say it's working perfectly.
So it's somewhere in between the two. So it's somewhere in between.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
It's somewhere in between, right? You can't say it's working and you can't say it's not working. Is that what you're trying to say?
So it's in between.
Yeah, that's basically it's in between,
Okay.
If you want me to expansion a little bit, that woman.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
Talk
Yes,
to us.
We can hear you loud and clear. Just go ahead, sir.
Do you think democracy is actually working?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't say democracy is working in Nigeria for now. And like I said earlier, then
I think we'll have a little.
I say so. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, sir. Even though your network is breaking, just go ahead.
I'm so sorry about this. It's a part of what we're experiencing. Like I said, I was saying,
Yes.
we still have, if I have to say, it's like we as a country, we are still, trying to experiment if democracy going to work in Nigeria or it's not going to work. In the fact that, we see
Network be
the
nice.
concept of democracy.
Okay, so we're actually struggling to hear him.
Adhering to our constitutional principles. Oh my God.
Yes, is there another line you could call us from? Because we're actually struggling to hear you from this particular one, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, so like I said, sorry about the poor network. Just to manage it.
That is true.
To get some pass across.
Okay, sir.
So Nigerian democracy is more or less an experimental democracy.
What do you mean by experimental democracy, sir?
Say that we still have a pocket of people that feel our constitution should not be obeyed. It is what some people dictate that should be obeyed. Whereas in advanced democracies, rule of law, is the order of the game. But here in this country, the reverse seems to be the case. So I want to say that it seems as if we are still experimenting our democracy, though we're a democratic nation. But of course, we are still trying to experiment, this democracy that we are practicing as a nation, because we are not really following our constitution the way it is supposed to be followed. The other advanced nations that give birth to this democracy are really practicing. I hope you guys are still with me.
Yes, sir, we're here. And then you did mention that there is no rule of law. And so a lot of people also share the opinion that we are practicing Nigeria as a state. The system that is being practiced here is kakistocracy kind of system. Do you share this opinion?
Network.
We have network issues. Network is just not very okay today.
Hello, second.
We're going to definitely have him back on the show, but we move forward. Hello?
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yes, I said a lot of people have the opinion that even though today we are celebrating June 12th, I bet we disconnect to bring him back. It will be better. Yes. Yes, sir. So we move forward. Now, a lot of people have the opinion. When we talk about electoral act here in Nigeria, now people are just feeling it's from the election. Well, if we can get people to vote rightly, then issues of democracy or we don't have democracy would not be there. Now, I'm going to throw this to the both of you. When we talk about elections here in Nigeria, now, how would you make of it so far during this democratic rule? Do you think it's free and fair? A lot of people have, like, I did have somebody this morning. We had somebody on the show, in the wake up show, that said the system was, as far as it's concerned, the system was transparent, and others are not saying something else. So this is a mixed feeling. Now, what would you make of this for like this period?
To me, I think that majority of Nigerians, including myself, I believe that the system of election in Nigeria is not free and fair. It's not free and fair in the sense that 80% of Nigerians we are corrupt. We are corrupt because if there is no seller, there cannot be a buyer. During elections, you see some of these politicians, they'll go down to the grassroots, give money to young people like you and I, graduates. They'll take this money and cast votes for them. That is because they're not really casting that vote. They're not really casting their votes based on the fact that this person is actually qualified to rule in that.
Or is worthy of being a leader.
Yes. But then they are taking that money from them to sell their vote, to vote the wrong person. Let's take, for instance, what happened recently in the last presidential election. The youth actually came out in mass to vote. And I believe that majority of young Nigerians are already discouraged because they felt they were cheated. There's no evidence to show that the election was actually free and fair, because this election result was not uploaded for them to see. So to me, I feel this whole democracy something is not really working because the interest of the masses is not being considered. And of course, these same masses sometimes are being used during elections.
Even against their own self.
Yes. That is why you cannot boldly go and ask a politician who is not doing well that, okay, why are you not serving us well? Because your conscience has already been bought. So I think the whole system is not working.
Okay, like me now, I was opportunity to work as one of the ad hoc staff. I think so the Niger State here, to be precise. And if you ask me, I would say it's not free and fair. And it's not just about the government, but even we as
individual
is a problem. Like we are a problem of ourselves.
Yes.
Because I noticed that then they had a particular party that they want people to vote for. And even me as one of the I was one of the officials there. You see, that there was a woman that actually wanted to vote for a particular party, but she noticed that if she's able to call the name that this is the party I want to vote for, because that particular party, they actually didn't put the name in the ballot paper, so she wanted me to just give her the sign, which
One for her
yes,
to cast her
so she
vote.
couldn't even shout, and they were like, "What is she telling me? What does she want to say?" They just want to be sure that look at the person she wants to vote for.
Vote for.
Okay, there's a particular time now. Normally, according to election time, we're supposed to close, I think, 2 o'clock or 3 or so. But these people, they kept on, when I wanted to start counting my vote, that is when they kept on coming. You see these men, they kept on coming, and we're like, why people just coming now? We have a particular time for this.
For
I
the
don't stay at
elections.
90 points to keep here tonight. They were like, and I'm even trying to help us that they went to sleep. You understand? And they went to sleep. That is not that they feel like coming out. And you cannot do anything. You get? Yes. Now, this, what I'm trying to say this is, as if they planned it, group of people from that particular region, they were voting for one particular party. And when they noticed that some people from another place are not voting them, it looks as if they want to fight. They'll be trying to carry your ballot box. You understand? So even we as citizens, I think the tribalism stuff you get and the religious stuff are actually eating down deep down into us, that is affecting us the way we think. You feel like in this particular tribe that's supposed to rule. So if you ask me, this democracy stuff is not working. Not just that is why I'm not actually centering on only the government, but even we as a people, is affecting us, because we feel like is this religion that's supposed to rule, it is one that's supposed to rule. You get? And even then, when I was calling the votes, I was calling particular party, and when you call this particular party and they feel like the number is going high, they start complaining. Why are people complaining? If truly now the government, they are not here, so if it's even with the citizens, why people complain that this particular party is winning? You get? So they were just there to listen to which one will come out first, and they were ready to fight. You are fighting for who? That's why I say we are citizens. At the end of the day, we will be able to suffer this particular thing. So what are you fighting yourselves for? You get? So it is not free and fair.
Okay, I have another caller right now, Mr. Immobile Solomon. Hello, good afternoon, sir. You're live on the show.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir, you are live on the show. Today is June 12th. Now, as a Nigerian, how do you feel about this? Do you think the democracy we all are celebrating today is working perfectly for us as a people?
Recounting from the time of this civilian government.
Sure, recounting. The history is even what I want you to take us on that journey.
Since 1999 to date, when General Olusegun Obasanjo took over the governance of this country, and the transited to late Yaradua. Then after that, we expected that Nigeria should be far better than where we are today.
Sure.
I think the initiation is where we had the mix-up, where Olusegun Obasanjo took over government after military rule. We expected that a foundation should be built for this country. But I think a lot of things went wrong, even as at then. So to fix Nigeria became a very big trouble today. And now we can see where we are. We are not supposed to be at this point in time.
Now, a lot of people are of the opinion that a day like this for the likes of Abiola MKO should be celebrated because he was a man of justice. Yes. He is a symbol of democracy. Now, do you share this opinion? While they are of the opinion as well that there is nothing worth celebrating as far as they are concerned, democracy has not been working for us, and is rather a kakistocracy way of governance here in the country. Now, which opinion do you stand by?
The fact remains that that very pronouncement made by former President Muhammadu Buhari to change the democracy day from May 29 to June 12. Everyone considered as a very perfect one, because even taking observer in that 1993 election thereabout, where MKO Abiola won with a landslide, everyone, even including international observer, concluded that that is the fairest and justifiable election Nigeria had ever had. We have never had such election again.
since that time to date. So when President Muhammadu Buhari, former, made that pronouncement, everybody was, everybody was very fine with that. And one thing you must understand is that MKO Abiola is somewhat the epitome of politics in Nigeria. Because if we want to look at the kind of politics we want to practice in Nigeria, you have to look at that particular election which took place that 1993, where MKO Abiola emerged as the winner. So giving it to MKO Abiola today, June 12th, being as a democracy day is very well in order. I think Nigerians are quite comfortable with that.
And now let's talk about a lot of people have the opinion that there is no rule of law, and that what they perceive people call democracy, the institutions are not working the way they should, and there is no rule of law. Now, what's your opinion on this statement?
Sincerely speaking, judiciary is a major problem of this country today.
Okay. How is that?
Judiciary is the major problem of this country today. Because every agitation, anyone that is seeking redress, justice, and all of that is approaching the judiciary. And when you have the judiciary playing to the gallery, and you see a lot of things, most of their ruling judgments, you see mix-up. What is not supposed to be, even when a mere community leadership, a case they will handle that is very clear and obvious, you will see the judiciary turning it up and down, and they will say technicalities and the rest of that. So most of the time, the higher bidders are not the one getting judgment from the judiciaries. Judiciaries have not done Nigeria well. That is serious overhauling that is quite needful in the judiciary. I think our present president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a man that works with the rule of law. We Nigerians, we want him to overhaul the system, because judiciary is what is taking Nigeria backward and keeping us at this stationary state.
Now, you have the opinion that is the judiciary, while others are telling you that is the electoral system.
Everybody with their own opinion. Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Mobo, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes, I said you said the judiciary, others that called earlier, have the opinion that is the electoral system that needs total overhauling and sanitizing.
What's your opinion on that?
When you are talking about the electoral system, now you must allow some room for this human nature.
Okay.
So peradventure, things have gone wrong, within the electoral system, and it ought to be corrected
by the judiciary.
So the judiciary is the final stage of making adjustment, correction to anything that's going wrong with the country. So in a situation whereby judiciary most of the time are being compromised and induced, you can even see that the present president is even trying to, appeal them by extension of their years of duty. Engagement. So you can see that a lot of things are being put in place. Look at Wike, former governor of Rivers State. Wike built a very comfortable complex for the judiciary. Everyone is trying one way or the other to make sure they are at peace, because if you don't make them comfortable, they will continue to do a lot of
havoc.
Things that will take this country to go backwards.
Yes. You're right.
Now, what do you think we should do as a people?
Yeah.
What is that thing? What is that thing? Talking about democracy in Nigeria, what is that thing you think that we have not done right, apart from the judiciary, now away from the judiciary? Mm-hmm. What is that thing you think we can do right, or we haven't done right?
The responsibility to have a well-practical democracy lies mostly with the executive.
Okay.
We want the executive, the three tier of government, right from the president to the governor to the local government chairman. We want them to practice a real democracy. We want the system that can run. We don't want a situation whereby you cause from your own and you say the rest are not your own. We want a unified democracy. Like we are expecting the present president to appoint his cabinet. His kitchen cabinet should go across political party. It should set a kind of precedence for others to follow. In democracy, what democracy is essentially for development of any nation. Now, where there's no development of a particular nation, you cannot say there's a democracy there. There's no democracy there. You see the truth is, in some places, if you kill a dog, is a very big offense. I hope you know that in the Western world.
Of course.
In Nigeria, you see killings of human beings. I see government relax. Is that a democracy?
It is
you see
not.
Adoption of school children. You see government not doing the needful. Is that democracy?
No.
You see electricity not working, and the government is not doing anything about it. Is that a democracy?
No.
You see education in decadence, and government is doing nothing about it. Children now, they call it school is a scam. Have you ever heard that?
Of course, that is the trend.
And I remember Professor Lumumba made a statement. He said, out of every 5, there is a Nigeria in Africa.
That is
Africa,
right.
when you are measuring the best 5, there must be a Nigeria. And he concluded that the day Nigeria is free is the day Africa will be free.
Free.
So we need a Nigeria that will be free. In Nigeria that's full of freedom. Anywhere you turn to, you could feel very free. Now most people don't even travel on the land again because of insecurity. Is that democracy?
No.
Democracy is to create the well-being of the people.
Okay.
But there's nothing like that in Nigeria. We can't say I am only, like the last time I spoke to you, I have so much expectation of the present president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a master strategist, and we believe he's going to do a lot of things. And from the beginning of this administration to this moment, we are seeing that I think all the steps he has taken, they are in order with Nigerians. Even when Labour and TUC are agitating and say they must go on strike, we believe that they are doing that for their own benefits. We don't want that. We wanted to allow the president to govern this nation well.
So aren't you feeling the subsidy removal from your end? How is the fuel there? Don't you go out?
Are you not even observant that Nigerians are quite going extravagant?
How? You think so?
We need the subsidy removal is one of the systems that will make every Nigerian to adjust. You begin to count your teeth before you do anything.
Now, sir, Mr. Solomon Mobile, you are looking at it from the positive side. Let's talk about the negative side, where people are living, civil servants and private workers, their salary is still the same, and meanwhile they have to still go to work. The amount of money they're supposed to spend in 1 week is what they are now spending 1 day. And you feel nothing is wrong with the subsidy removal with that proper policy being put in place before the removal.
Of it too.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me. We're supposed to have gone through this before now. This is what we're supposed to have gone through when a lot of things were in place. You know, in this country, there was a time you could have a power for almost a month without interruption. Do you know that?
In this country?
You know, there was a time, yes, in this Nigeria. Go on.
Where exactly?
You know,
When and where?
I live in the Federal Capital Territory, so I want you to tell me the place. Maybe I should move there.
Listen to me, madam. The removal of subsidy is very well in order because we cannot continue to be feeding some few individuals very fat. They will say Nigeria is consuming 660 million liters of PMS per day. They will import 100 million liters, evaluation per day. And Nigeria will subsidize the whole of 100 million liters. They will smuggle over 40 million liters to neighboring countries to go and sell. Already subsidized. Do you know that this present fuel we are consuming in this country is subsidized? Why are the prices up? You can see that the marketers, they are They are dangerous people, and what they are doing to this country is quite undoing. The removal of subsidy is well in order, and if the president had not made that pronouncement in his inaugural speech during the inaugural event, it would have been a very difficult battle for him. He wouldn't have been able to remove it, just like the way President Muhammadu Buhari, former, intended to do but could not do it. These guys are terrible human beings. Do you want me to go little history on subsidy?
Go ahead. This is Democracy Day, and whatever it is for us to better the democracy is what we are here for.
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I wanted to tell you about the 2012 saga when Goodluck Jonathan greeted us with the removal of subsidy.
Go ahead, sir. Mr. Mobo, go ahead.
Tell us.
Now, when that happened on that January 1st in 2012, Goodluck Jonathan made a pronouncement on the removal of subsidy, and you saw the Labour and the rest of other bodies
organized, yes,
and they shut down the country. They shut down the country for about 2 weeks. And as a representative, they came up, and there was one rising star politician there. A rising star for that matter, a man that was concluded to take over the governance of Kano State. That's the person of Farouk Lawan. They called him Mr. Integrity then, that is the only man that can interface and and probe whatever is inherent in this subsidy issue and bring it out. Then Adams Oshomole, I think that he was not yet a governor. I think he was a labor union leader then. And he said something, I will never forget it. He said this oil cabas, they have the capacity to induce any mortal man living on earth. Everybody thought it was a joke, and they said Farouk Lawan is a man of integrity, he's going to do the business. Do you know, within just Otedola, that was a Xenon oil. Otedola was the owner of Xenon oil. Just within one meeting, they induced him with $60,000, right?
Okay.
And when the man was going back, he kept the $60,000 in his cap. That was why they called it cap banking that year. This guy, instead of rising and go and become a governor in Kano State, he was later, sent to jail by one Justice Otaluku. So if you look at it from that time till now, you will notice that subsidies is a serious battle in Nigeria. It will take a political will to remove subsidy. Many people, we know we are not finding this easy. A lot of things have gone on. Our wages are the same. But this is just a sacrifice we are going to take for the now. Let us just wait for a moment. The problem we had was that, many social services that ought to be rendered to the citizens of Nigeria are not in place, such as good transportation, such as electricity, such as, every social services you could consider renderable by a government. If they are not in place, that's why we are having this impact. Otherwise, we are not supposed to have this serious impact. And when things are booming,
but Mr. Solomon Mobo, a lot of people have the opinion that the policy might just be right, but the timing is wrong. These are the issues because people were not prepared for this.
No, any time to make a pronouncement on the removal of subsidy is the best time. We just have to take it.
But you're really the people are supposed to consider the people too. Hello, sir.
Wait, I think the same way.
I think the people also are supposed to be considered in this. So I think the timing is wrong, if you ask me.
No, I think what you should tell me, which I believe the president has done, he has to put up a committee together or to plan on how Nigeria's sufferings can be ameliorated.
And I feel on that note, Mr. Mobo, there is no palliatives you're going to put in place or grant that is going to cushion the effects or the sufferings of Nigerians, because we know the country we live in. You said it yourself. People are dubious. People could be dubious. Just how far? We have millions of people. How many people are you going to get across to? How many people can you reach?
World Bank has severally warned Nigeria on subsidy. Nigeria is already going red. It's just like a house where a father is losing his job. Okay, he's losing his job and he's going to crash upon everyone, is going to suffer, everyone is going to suffer grievously. And the father just said, okay, what is going to happen now? I'm doing this. So everybody should just stay at this level instead of us to go through.
All right, Mr. Mobo. Just before we let you go, people saw MKO Abiola as a model of democracy. He is a man of he loves justice, equity, transparency, and fairness. Now moving forward, what do you think the incumbent president can do to uphold this democracy? Although a lot of people feel the democracy is not working perfectly well, but what can the president or the people do to make sure that we uphold this democracy that Abiola did sacrifice made, as he was not a sacrificial lamb for this democracy? Yeah. What do you think we do to uphold this democracy?
I think that particular year, I think was it not 2018 also, when President Muhammad made the pronouncement. I think I watched in one of the documentary where the daughter of late MKO Abiola came out and said this is not what the father actually wanted, and the father wanted a democracy where Nigerians can be proud of the country they are from. And that was when he was immortalized. You know, Buhari did that.
Yes,
so
he did that.
Said, no, this is not what my father wanted. My father wanted a democracy, a nation where every Nigerian can be proud to be called a Nigerian. So now, what we want now, in terms of reputation, you know, Nigerians are not quite admittable at the moment in the international community.
That is true.
Everybody is looking at Nigeria as, you know, you have double mind when you say Nigeria coming. So going forward, especially with this present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I think he has to set the ball rolling.
Okay.
To ensure every arm of the government is working, functioning properly.
Okay.
No, corruption must be cut off. Corruption must be cut off. Insecurity must be terminated. Corruption must be cut off. Insecurity must be terminated. Then they should give value to education. They should give value to education. Our health sector and every other sector, we should go back to them and revitalize all of them, overhaul them, rejig them.
Okay.
When you see all these institutions working, you can say democracy is in place. Because anything you want to access is available. That is democracy. It is not democracy when people are suffering. So the government must ensure that especially its cabinet members, anyone that's not performing, there's no need to lead them like the way the former President Muhammad Buhari did. Anyone that is not performing within 3 to 6 months of his appointment should be sanctioned from office. Bring him a new person. So all the departments in this nation, all the departments must begin to function. That is when we cannot say there is a democracy.
In Nigeria.
You know, that Nigeria, we are proud of the country we are from. Do you know that they are saying that about 45% of Nigerian young people, they are opting to migrate from this country.
That is right.
That is an observation where people are no longer proud of their home. They no longer have faith on their home. They no longer believe they can live, they can survive in their home. It's an aberration. It's dangerous. So the president, from his inaugural speech, after the election, before inaugural speech, he said that to you, the young people, I know your yearning. I will work with you. So he has to focus especially on the young people, on how to make them have that renewed hope, which is evangelizing before the country. Renewed hope. He has to renew the hope of every Nigerian in every step he's going to take in this administration. He has to, his cabinet should be set up in a manner that everybody will feel carried along. There should be no gerontocracy where you have only old friends of his will be occupying cabinet offices. That should not be there. That should not be there. There should be no long-sightedness in his appointments. Get the best to do the job.
You said quite a lot, Mr. Mobile Solomon, and that I know. Of course, I know when it comes to issues bordering on us as a people, you're always abreast with issue. That is why I brought you on the show. Well, thank you so very much. Hopefully, we're going to have you again in one of our shows to discuss other issues. Thank you so much for being on the show today. We appreciate your time, Mr. Mobile Solomon. Thank you. Do have a good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, that was Mr. Mobile Solomon all the way from Delta State. And talking about MKO Abiola, we'll talk so much about this man. This is a man a lot of people hold so dear to their hearts. A lot of people saw him as a model, a role model at that. A lot of people saw him as if though he was the sacrificial lamb for us getting this democracy we enjoy today. We're going to know more about him after this break. Now, don't go anywhere. This is the June 12th live broadcast from SRTV here in Abuja. We'll be right back after this. Of course, we have more guests to come on the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bijiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619. Or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com. And the ticket.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bijiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619. Or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com. And the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride.
Feeling the boy. Okay, it's so exciting.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bijiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more. Dates, 17th to 25th July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride.
Feeling the boy.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians.
Hello, viewers. You're welcome back from that break. We are still on the special broadcast for June 12th, our own Democracy Day here in Nigeria. You know, it's not easy now to have a Democracy Day. We know a lot of countries.
We are so happy.
Yes, we are happy. And yes, so I wanted to bring in callers, but I would love to talk about the MKO as well, because he is one of the figure of that we'll talk about today. So I really want to bring him on the show, talk about him rather on the show instead of just bringing guests to speak. So I want us to know a little about the very man which people see as a symbol of democracy today. He is Moshood Kashim Mawo Olawale Abiola, GCFR, also known as MKO, the popular MKO Abiola. Yes, and he lived from, he was a Nigerian businessman, a publisher, and a politician in the Yoruba land. He was the supreme military commander of Oyo Empire, and aristocrat of Egba clan. We all know the popular Egba, the Yoruba Egba. Who doesn't know that? All of us were taught in school.
Yes, of course.
Yes, especially as a mass communication student. These are some of the things you know as a graduate. And of course, MK Abiola ran for presidency in the year 1993, for which the election was annulled by then military president Ibrahim Babangida because of the allegations that they were corrupt and unfair. Abiola was awarded the national honor of Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, GCFRO, an honor awarded to only Nigerian heads of states. And on June 6, 2018, by the president, by then President Muhammadu Buhari, and the Nigeria's Democracy Day was not changed because the Democracy Day was in part to now was not in June 12, but that change was done by President Muhammadu Buhari, and it was not changed from May 29 to June 12, which we now celebrate, which we are celebrating today, which a lot of people are home relaxing. We now see as a public holiday, or in the honor of a great man. The great man we talk about today, a man of honor, and of course, a man a lot of people wants to, even in death, people are still associating with this man. Yes. And this is the thing, man. You know, when you leave politics, people just think politics is now, but what is the legacy you will leave behind
talk about
when you are no longer there? So a lot of people, I think this is something that our politicians per se should even take a clue from. Yes. What is the legacy you're leaving behind? You just want to live the moment. You just want to live for today. Like we saw today on the morning show, where two speakers are emerging. Somebody that has been there for so long. You don't want another person to sit on that seat. Why? Is there an ancestral seat? Is it from the seat? The seat, is it from your village? Is it from your kingdom or your ancestors? These are some of the things that I have. A caller here. I'm going to bring him on the show. Good afternoon, sir. You are live on the show. Yes, sir. Can you hear us? You are live on the live broadcast. Yes, you have to be audible so the viewers can hear you very well. Yes, viewers, this is Bayero Mohammed, a staff of Federal Medical Center, Bida, Niger State. You're welcome. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, sir. So today is June 12th, Democracy Day, which a lot of people feel, okay, network won't let us have this call. Hello. Hello. I think your network, we have a little bit of network issues. Mr. Bayero, are you there? Hello. Okay, network issues there. Hopefully he will join us again. And then, you know, people just feel like it's your right, it's your birthright, so nobody else should have it. Meanwhile, the thing you're supposed to do, you are not even doing it right. Because I believe if you're doing it right, Nigerians at this point, because of how desperate we are as a people to have good leaders. But to get to a stage when we now at some point get hold of one good person, we want them to be on that seat forever because they are good. Not because you want to impose yourself on us or on the people. Now, we're talking about MKO Abiola. He was born on August 24th in the year 1937 in Abeokuta State, Southern Region, British Nigeria, now in Ogun State. Then it was known as Abeokuta, Southern Region, British Nigeria, but now it's now Ogun State, our own Ogun, our own Nigeria. And then he died on 7th July in the year 1998, age 60 years at when he died in Abuja, now the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. And, you know, he got married to Simi Biat and Shanga in the year 1960. He died. And, okay, we have Bayero back on the show. Hopefully network will allow us this time. Sir, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so I said today is Democracy Day. Today is June 12th. Are you happy as a Nigerian?
Yeah, I'm happy because what I need to do at the front time.
Sir, we can't hear you. You have to be audible. We can barely hear you.
All right, just indeed happy because I'm alive to witness that.
Okay, and then, sir, how would you describe the history? What do you have to say about the history of democracy so far?
Well, the issue of this democracy has been almost at least 3 decades now. It's a things that we won't have to reckon with it. Because it's a remembrance on the day all Nigerians voted for Abiola, and he became, the president of Nigeria elect. But unfortunately, he was able to climb on the throne because of some certain issue that I can barely said. So, and the day was named after Abiola, and actually, a lot of things have been happening during democracy, and I believe democracy is one of the best form of government that everybody can exercise his oppression. You understand? I am very, very glad to be part of the democracy today because it's about history that I have to tell to the people around me.
Now, sir, do you think, because you are so glad, you are happy about this democracy now, do you think this democracy is even working in Nigeria? In all honesty.
Honestly speaking, if I've said democracy is not working in Nigeria, I might have been telling lie.
Okay.
Because in the whole forms of, political structures, democracies are given us the best. One, democracy will allow you to exercise your passion. Your view. You don't understand. Unlike military regime, there are some certain things you can set in the military regime. Nobody will reckon with you. But in democracy, you are allowed to exercise your rights yourself. You will be allowed to choose a person of your choice to represent you. So I believe democracy is one of the best form of government one can ever imagine.
But even under this democracy you so uphold right now, feeling like it's working well. A lot of people also have the opinion that the rule of law isn't working well here. The institutions are not working. Under democracy, we see a lot of killings. People are being chased from their home, banditry. We see a lot of people that are forced to vote, even people they are not willing to vote for. During the past election, we saw something like that. And then a lot of things also that are not working very well under democracy. Now, what's your take on this?
Okay, the issue of insecurity. I will start with the issue of insecurity.
Okay.
Which is actually everywhere, and it depends on the individual. The government approach. The last government, the issue of insecurity was so disappointing because we all relied on him that he's going to chase out all the banditry issue, kidnapping, all sorts of this, but it was highly disappointed. But let me realistic and confident. I've never supported APC all from time. But now, with this present government I've seen, he has exhibited that he is going to do the best. The government, is going to
You think so?
Government.
You think so?
Because I'm very, very optimistic. I'm not even an APC supporter as I'm speaking with you.
Okay.
I'm a supporter of PDP.
Okay.
But
but you stand in line with the president.
Yes, with what the government today is exhibiting, I don't think we'll have any government that can compete with this government. I have to be realistic with you. I have never recommended APC for us. I have never voted for APC for us. But with this, what this government is bringing about today, number one, this subsidy that he has removed, we knew it has caused a lot of pains.
Okay.
To all of them. Even myself, as I'm speaking with you, I don't drive my car anyhow these days. Based on where I need to go, that is why I plan. Because I believe this money, some certain people have been eating silently. And I believe this government will do something better with that money. Because the first day they assume office, it is a very difficult situation for the past government to do those kind of things. And it was bold enough to remove the subsidy. And I believe that subsidy, it is just one or two individuals who have been enjoying that money. Left all the Nigerians about 300, about 100,
200 and something million.
Millions to suffer. So I believe on this government that if this government have worked on this real track that is up to, I believe something good will happen. And the issue of insecurity, I will advise the government again to tackle it very well. Those service chiefs, all the service chiefs that are there now, Let him remove them and replace them with the good ones. Because
Okay.
all this one, they've stayed alone. They've stayed more than enough. Let him remove all of them from the head of all the services per se. Let them go so that they can appoint another one so that they can be able to do something better for Nigerians.
Well, you said, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Bayero, we are with you. We can hear you loud and clear. And so we believe the viewers can hear you as well. And so just before we let you go now, you said quite a lot that the democracy system here is working well, and a lot of things are with the incoming with the coming of our new president. Yes, the things will change. So you see that there will be light at the end of the tunnel. But what is that thing we still need to do as a people now, individual, to uphold this democracy you so much uphold today?
Okay, I will indeed believe on this our present government. What it needs to do at first for all the Nigerians to enjoy and for all the Nigerians to believe in. Let him set up the economic team, the good economic team, formidable one that can lead us to the better land. Because I believed in last time when he was a governor of Lagos State. I was in Lagos, and I've seen the wonderful work he has done for Lagos people. And I want you to borrow what he has done from Lagos to Nigeria. He knows what is up.
We have network issues there. Hello, sir. Yes, I think we lost that call. Yes, I was just on call with Bayero Mohammed all the way from Niger State. Hopefully, we're going to have him back. But before then, we're still talking about a great man of honor today. We'll talk about a very popular, no other but MKO Abiola, the man who many see and still seen as the symbol of democracy, the man who brought about democracy, justice, fairness, and equity in the country. Now, in the year, I was just talking about him before that call. Now, when we talk about Abiola, he was, like I did mention, he ran for presidency in the year 1993, and his early life, he was MK Abiola was born in Abeokuta, Ogun State, to the family of Sawolu and Suliat Woriola Abiola. His father was a produce trader who primarily traded cocoa, and his mother traded in kola nuts. His name is Kashima Wo, means let us wait and see. Moshood Abiola and his father's Moshood Abiola was his father's 23rd child, but the first of them to survive infancy, hence the name Kashima Wolo. It was not until he was 15 that he was properly named Moshood by his parents. Okay, we'll have Mr. Bayero back with us. Hello, sir.
Okay, I think I'm cutted by the network. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Quickly, before we let you go, just tell us, what can individuals do as well to uphold this democracy? Because we so much talk about government all the time. What can people, the citizens, how can they contribute to this democracy we enjoy today?
Okay. And at my own side, first we need to embrace all the laws. You understand what I mean? All whatever this present government is coming with.
Okay.
We need to exercise patience.
Okay.
Exercise patience. We need to be prayerful, intensive prayer for him to succeed. Because from the every look of the government, all the government, there are bad checks among them.
Okay.
Those who feel they can only siphon the government property, government money to be acquired properties. So we need to be very tolerant with this government. We need to kind of giving a support. What I mean by support is let us, whatever the programs is coming with, let us accept it in a good faith and supporting with the words. of prayers. I think this government is going to lead us into a better place.
We hope so.
That is my stake.
That is the hope of every good and well-meaning Nigeria. Well, Mr. Bayero Mohammed, all the way from Niger State, thank you so much for being on the show today, this afternoon. We appreciate you and happy Independence Day.
Thank you very much.
Happy rather Democracy Day.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that was Mohammed Bayero all the way from Niger State, Bida to be precise. And I was just talking about Moshood Abiola MKO. Abiola attended African Central School. Abeokuta for his primary education. As a young boy, he assisted his father in the cocoa trade. By the end of 1946, his father's business venture was falling, and by destruction of the cocoa consignments declared by a produce inspector to be of poor quality, grade, and unworthy for exports to be destroyed immediately. At that age of 9, he started his first business selling firewood gathered in the forest at the dawn before school to support his father and siblings. Abiola founded a band at the age of 15 and would perform at various ceremonies in exchange for food. Abiola was eventually able to acquire payment for his performances and used the money to support his family and his secondary school education at the Baptist Boys High School at Abeokuta. Abiola was the editor of the school magazine, The Trumpeter. Olusegun Obasanjo was the deputy editor. Wow, wow, wow.
At the age of 19.
This is interesting. Our own Olusegun Obasanjo. Oh, wow. History.
Honestly.
This is what I love about this day, this Democracy Day.
Yes, yes.
It brings about things you don't know, to uncover things you have never. Wow, this is interesting. I want to know more, but viewers, don't go anywhere. On this note, I'll go on a break, and when we return, we'll have lots more to know about our own Olusegun Obasanjo, of course, and our MKO Abiola. The fact that MKO was the president at that time, or was the editor rather, was the editor, and Olusegun was the deputy editor. I want to see the end of the story, and I know you want to see the end too, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates, 17th to 25th July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camboy Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to event@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride
Okay, it's so exciting. The game's been dark, but I'm
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Nigeria Film Corporation.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRT.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wiliki, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SR TV.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you...
Hello viewers, you're welcome back from that break. Yes, I have with me on the show Daddy Chris, the one and only Daddy Chris. Good afternoon, sir. All the way from London. Good afternoon. How are you today? How is London today, sir?
London is we have longer days now, so everybody can sleep well. Otherwise, everything is good.
So today is Democracy Day, sir. Are you people feeling it there?
Well, we're in the UK. We're used to democracy. So.
This is not fair, sir.
They're enjoying democracy. Wow.
Yes, sir. So what tell us, talking about the history of democracy so far now, what you have to tell us about that? What's your take on that?
I think the credits have to go to our hero, our sacrificial lamb, Moshood Abiola, who sacrificed for us. The essence of democracy in Nigeria is he is the sacrificial lamb in my book. Because just the way Jesus Christ died for our redemption, Moshood Abiola died for democracy to exist in Nigeria. And I think we shouldn't take that for granted. That's a great thing. And today is a day to remember him and give him honor. And maybe say in the name of Moshood Abiola, let democracy excel in Nigeria. That's how we should be doing now.
But sir, talking about democracy here in Nigeria and the fact that you didn't mention that he was a sacrificial lamb, do you think democracy is even active or working well here in Nigeria?
No, I think that what depends on what people call democracy. I don't think we have the true democracy in Nigeria, because democracy cannot exist without rule of law. And that is my concern. The most important thing is rule of law. Sometimes we confuse the system of government to democracy. And I am confused. Let's put it this way. In the United Kingdom, we live in a kingdom, meaning we have a king as our president. Nobody voted for him. We have two houses of parliament here. We have the lower house and the upper house. The lower house is the parliament, this one you see on television. The upper house are made up of lords. They are not voted for. They are selected.
Wow.
So, but these people call themselves democracy, right?
Yes.
Did you vote for you saw us planning our king here. Did you see us voting for him?
No.
No.
See, so the most important thing is not how somebody is being selected. It's whether there is rule of law. Respect. The Nigerian problem is we don't have respect for the law. And that goes on and on. I don't know where to start. As a law person, when you come from the law background, you weep because nothing can work. The modern civilization code is about respect for rule of law. And we don't seem to understand that. Democracy can never excel where there's no rule of law.
Now, a lot of people...
Okay. Go there into the last election.
Yes. Go there, because I have a lot, of course, we've been having a lot of guests today, and they didn't make reference to the elections we had, and even past elections, the comparison here and there, and even the subsidy removal. So it's all together, you know.
Well, I'm a big fan of subsidy removal. Sorry about that. I was supporting the President Buhari for actually trying to change the Nigerian currency, because it's only in Nigeria you have somebody have some huge amount of money in the account, and he cannot tell us how he got that money. That is not obtainable anywhere. This comes down to the rule of law. When I say rule of law, maybe people think about rule of law as the ordinary man on the street you can just whip and put in prison. Rule of law is about living according to the law of the land.
Yes.
How many people have money in their account that cannot account for it in Nigeria? Nigeria is still very rich as we speak. Unfortunately, the money is in the hands of very few idiots who are controlling our destiny. Unfortunately, until we address that, that's why I was very happy. The president said, okay, if you have money, bring it, let us change it for you. Unfortunately, they didn't handle it well. I was watching the drama, how they put this man in prison, and I wanted, okay, well, I don't know what he must have done wrong, but I'm still a big supporter of that money. And then comes subsidy. Subsidy is a scam. Big, huge scam. Again, it's painful. Here in our country, we buy fuel to raise 1,500 naira per liter. But then we earn good money, unlike what you guys earn there. So it's wrong to compare the rate of the fuel as it is. But if removing the subsidy will help our economy, please let us endure.
And that means with what you've described so far, the system we are having here is not far from kakistocracy way of government or system, right?
Wow, that's a big word. Yes, kakistocracy is the right word that describes our government, because this is the government of where the few, the idiot, the mediocrity, the first selected few take control of our lives, our destiny, which is a shame. But that is where we find ourselves, unfortunately.
Okay, sir. Apart from the fuel subsidy removal, which most people believe that is a good step that the government is taking, what do you think our leaders should do? What do you think they should put in place to ensure effective democratic leadership? Because majority of Nigerians believe that democracy is not working.
Again, I think perhaps when the white people, I'm going to blame this on the white people that came to teach us something. When I gave this sense of what democracy mean,
Yes, sir.
Will nobody vote for the king? But he's a king. He's respected. He's accepted. Worldwide, they have democracy. And the question is, why don't we think of a system that works for us? We must not copy everything from the West.
Okay.
You see, the system of government in America is the presidential system of government. They have a president. They have the two houses. That's what we copied in Nigeria. But in Britain, they are still democracy. It's not the same system of government. So whatever system of government we picked, it's not going to work if we don't have rule of law.
Yes.
The only thing that is common between Britain and America and the civilized world is rule of law, not the system of government. We mistake the system of government for democracy. That is not democracy. Unless, okay, like that, this definition of democracy according to this American old man that said government of people, by the people, and for the people. But that has a deeper meaning. Not just go and vote. And whoever become our president, we work well if there's rule of law. For instance, if the president say everybody should account for whatever they have, it should be applicable to everyone. No
that
matter
is true.
who you are, we are all under the same law. And that is what the rule of law means. Nigeria, some people are above the law. You see, what is more interesting is when you come to your policing, there's no law. There's no law in the country. And my biggest trouble for Nigeria to survive, one word I say to them, and I'm trying for it every day: minimum wage. The gap between the rich and the poor in the country needs to be addressed, and the only way it can be addressed is when there is rule of law. Let me tell you guys, we have enough money, to go around. But the money is in the hands of the few. Sometimes they bring it to Europe and we borrow the same money and pay interest on our own money. That is our destiny. We pay interest on our money. The money we come in to borrow is our money. Our leaders put down here, and now we are borrowing the same money and paying interest on our money. Do we celebrate that?
Now, sir, do you even think, because today is Democracy Day, June 12th, while a lot of people are celebrating today, even MK Abiola, others had, some people are having mixed feeling about today. Now, do you think democracy is the right system of government for Nigeria?
Okay, if you ask me the right way of selecting leaders, I would say maybe our system of government, I don't call it democracy. The system of government we are creating now, we should be patient, it's going to get better. There's so many shameful things that happened in the last election, and they tell me that somebody needed to vote with PVC. And I wonder, I understand that you guys now have the best banking system, that you have your bank card, you can operate with your bank card, nobody can...
BVN, yes, that is the BVN, sir.
Why is that not equal to your voting card? Why do you need another identity to vote? So you cannot duplicate who you are in Nigerian banking system today.
At all.
Meaning you are one person. Why are you not using that to vote? Why are we bringing another one they can duplicate? I don't understand that. Maybe I'm too stupid to understand.
Wow.
These are the questions of the day, sir.
In terms of the system of selecting government, I said let's just practice it. It is new to us. We will get better. But I think people sound mind. We have so many sound mind in Nigeria. They need to work. But I think my major concern is the issue of rule of law and the unacceptable gap between the rich and poor.
And some institutions that are not working properly as well.
It's a problem.
Yeah, and that is the rule of law. When the system is not working, then the law is people don't do it.
Abide by the law.
That is the law. You see? So you can, even if you
bring one president here from anywhere in the world to come to Nigeria, it's going to fail because the system is not there for him to work. Yeah, a policeman, look at your policeman guiding a senator. How many people guide your senators, your House of Rep, your local government chairman? And the ordinary people on the street are not guided. I don't know. When you come to England, we don't have policemen guiding the Prime Minister. They walk on the street. Thank God you guys will visit soon. You come and see how a normal MP work. Nobody guide them. With whose money? But look at the number of people guiding your policeman, guiding a senator. For what? What is
the fear of the unknown, sir. The fear of the unknown.
What are they afraid of?
And you know, sir, that's saying that the wicked runneth when no one pursueth them.
Hallelujah.
Well, that is Daddy Chris all the way from London, the CEO, and of course our film producer. Thank you so very much for being with us on the show. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I hope I did for your democracy.
No, not at all, sir. In fact, you added flavor to it. Thank you, sir. Yes, you can see that even though in diaspora are not even happy with the way things are here.
Yes.
A lot of people, this is getting to everyone. This is getting to everybody. Now I have another caller on the show. I'm going to bring in Dr. Idris. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Well done. How is the program?
Yes, so it's going very well. And then, sir, I was going to ask you, sir. Nice to have you back, viewers. This is Dr. Idris. He joined us also during our wake-up show this morning. He's back on the show, the special June 12th broadcast this afternoon. Nice to have you, sir.
I'm pleased to have you back too.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. So, sir, today is June 12th. How do you feel? How are you feeling right now as a Democracy Day? Is it worth celebrating?
Yes, I feel elated. I feel excited. Democracy is worth celebrated in Nigeria. I feel happy to celebrate Democracy Day. Democracy is something that has driven Nigeria to this stage, and that we have reached a level where we have attained some basic human rights. We have attained some basic indices of nation building. We have also achieved some economic development over time as a result of democracy. So it's worthy to celebrate Democracy Day.
Wow, talking about the history of democracy so far, what do you think about that?
The history of democracy so far so good. You know, it began from democratization process, like from after the independence in 1963 forward. You look at the First Republic, Second Republic, and up to this Republic, you could find out that we have the level of understanding, awareness that democracy has brought to Nigerians is something that no one can compete about it. And then even those that will contend as to whether democracy has brought about positive development will also do that. Though you cannot debunk the fact that people have their own basic opinions about how things operate. But for me, from the beginning of democracy till date, we have seen that Nigerians and Nigeria at large has reached a level where we should begin to clap and we should begin to encourage democracy to guide national unity and national cohesion. I think that is what has one of the impeding factors that are taunted our democratic process, such as partisan politics, which
because Doctor, I was going to throw that question to you. I was going to ask you that you so uphold this democracy. You believe that it has changed us, it has changed the country as well. But a lot of people still believe, of the opinion that there is no rule of law, and the institutions might not just be working very well.
Okay, you see, law is a tool for social justice. You understand?
Okay.
And social justice, yes, social justice. Social justice connotes the state of fairness, tranquility, and transparency based on the operations of law. And if you look at it, as stated clearly, democracy had enabled the social justice system to, as a matter of fact, and I cannot weigh it into a percentage or level, but I will tell you to a minimal level, we have had social justice. And then if you are talking about rule of law, I didn't want to just really go about, as I told you earlier in the morning show, it is not always right for somebody to talk as if he's in a classroom, because I'm a classroom teacher, and if I begin to bring all these things, you could see that my argument is here telling you a particular thing or another. But for me, democracy had enabled rule of law. Basically, it has given right to people to air their grievances through following amicable process, going to court, for example. Also, it has also been able to justify how people were equally getting their judgment. And also, but you cannot also debunk the fact that in the same rule of law, law should judge everybody equally. Law should favor everybody equally. But most often than not, in a capitalist society or acclaimed capitalist society like Nigeria and Africa, law is always used as a tool for the ruling class or elite.
But sir, we live in a country where the rich or a certain class or a certain elite will always get away with the law. But when it has to do with the common man, they are held responsible.
Yes, when it has to do with the common man.
Is this a democracy?
Yes. You see, when it has to do with the common man, I cannot base this with an argument because I don't have any fact.
Okay.
You understand? I do not have any fact whether a particular segment or a set of people were able to have justice and others were not able to have justice. But for me, the operation as it exists, on administrative book and also how it has been practiced over time in my clients, I have seen that law is a tool for social justice and also a tool for coercion, because it has brought about social order and also social justice. So I don't know whether some people might see it in another way, but for me, law is a product of social justice.
So what are some of the things you think as a people today we celebrate Democracy Day and a lot of people are celebrating, a lot of people are happy about this very June 12th, but what are some of the things you think we've not gotten right as a people, as a nation that needs to be corrected?
Good. One of the major things that needs to be corrected, and that is why I've applauded the former president, President Muhammadu Buhari, when he declared today as June 12th, specifically June 12th as Democracy Day. You see, when there were so many agitations about the annulment of the June 12th election and the rest, people had forgotten. And look at what history has brought back again. People have forgotten that the then vice president that contested with Abiola on June 12th was from the north, Baba Gana Kinkiwi. So if you look at that, I think today is a memorable day. It will make people reminiscence what has happened then, and also it will at on a level that will bring about what we have been lacking over time, because there have been agitations about people, for example, in the South, they have been agitating that, over June 12th, so many agitations, so many crises that have come as a result of that. People have been talking about June 12th and June 12th. Now that June 12th is there, June 12th is there to tell people that, yes, June 12th is not when nobody is talking about whether the Yoruba people were were denied power, but it was a time when democracy, people really voted
choice.
Yes, and that you see what we are lacking, and that we need to embrace using Democracy Day is that particularly social media and also broadcast media like your own station should be able to bring about programs that will bring people together. We lack national cohesion. Lack national cohesion. Intergroup relationship in Nigeria has gone backward. We need the National Orientation Agency. We need other responsible organ of the government to sit down, strategize policies, strategize methodology through which they will make Nigerians have faith in national unity. Because for me, every other ethnicity or region is standing on its own, thinking that Nigeria is not,
united.
For me, as an academic, Nigeria is united. As an academic, Nigeria is a nation where we have, in spite of our diversity, we are united by one belief. Nigeria. So, but we need to teach this, we need to preach this, we need to reorient it, we need to mobilize appropriate bodies to reorient people, to rethink about making Nigeria a better nation through unity.
Okay, sir. From the last elections that just took place, the last presidential elections, most Nigerians seems to have given up on the electoral system of government in Nigeria, which we believe that is one of the reasons for not effective democracy. So what advice can you give to majority of Nigerians who feel that democracy is not effective?
Okay, what I would advise is that we should try as much as possible to remove bias.
Okay.
Whenever we project a particular occurrence using sentiment, we will fail at all. From our perception will fail, and then our final judgment and belief will also fail. But there are encumbrances actually that has happened with the electoral process, particularly the past election, but where there have been agitation as to how the election has been rigged. That is purportedly by some group of individuals and other society members. If you ask of my opinion, I will tell you that the INEC really made one significant mistake of not reorienting. You understand? They have mobilized all their tools for that, but grassroots people haven't had the information about what they intend to do. And when INEC came out and said that the beavers had been hurt so many times, and then they also employ other methodology if they discover that the beavers is not going to be as effective as possible. This should have been openly to everybody. But I think one of the news, or I think I read it whether in social media or broadcast media where I've seen it, they were able to state that. But local people could not understand that. And then we should try as much as possible, no matter how it will cost us, to provide adequate information to the people, because we have the right to equal information.
Wow, you said quite a lot, sir. And we know that as we celebrate today, a lot of people also have the opinion that MKO Abiola is a model for democracy. This is somebody a lot of people are still reckoning with, even in death. Now, what do you think, Nigerians? I'm talking about we as individuals, not just the government alone. What can we do to uphold this title, to keep enjoying this democracy, which he was used as a sacrificial lamb?
Good. That is why we must continue to celebrate June 12 as Democracy Day.
Okay.
Whenever June 12 comes in, Abiola comes into our mind, Baba Gana Kinkibe comes into our mind, and then the northern electoral reform, because it was the North that time that voted for it massively. You can see that Yoruba man had that vote. It means now that Election now is not by ethnicity, it's not by
religion
or any settlement.
Yes.
Because the people that voted for him were mostly from the north. They voted for Abiola, and then we should try as much as possible to embrace reminiscence into that, and then see that June 12th is not only a day for where our role models, political icons, make history, but also it is a day that we could see divergence, areas of vote from all the looks and crannies of Nigeria. People voted for this man. The East, the North voted for this person and these personalities so well that even from the Yoruba clans. So you could see that it is a time that we should celebrate. It is a time that we should always pray for these people to continue to rest in peace, because they were able to bring us from the shackles that we think that has bedeviled our democratic system.
Well, thank you so very much, Dr. Abdullahi Bashiri Idris. He has said quite a lot, and we appreciate your time. This afternoon, viewers have been on call with Abdullahi Bashiri Idris. He is from the Department of Sociology and Deputy Director of Quality Assurance and Servicom, Office of the Vice Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, KESSY. So we are so honored to have you with us this afternoon, and thank you for your contribution, sir. Thank you.
Please, may God continue to guide this country.
Amen.
May this country succeed. I pray, from what I'm seeing, I pray that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will deliver and then all the maximum support. We will continue to preach social unity. We will continue to preach national integration. We will continue to preach at our own level in the university to preach national cohesion. And we will not relent on that until this administration succeeds.
Thank you. That is the prayer we need at this point as a people and as a country. Thank you so very much. I do have a very happy celebration.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, viewers, that was Dr. Idris, all the way from KESSY, Nasarawa State University. We've said quite a lot today on the show to be a better place to wrap up the broadcast. But before we go, I'm going to give you more tips here from things you need, some things we don't know about MKO Abiola, the man whom we celebrate today. But before then, I'll go on a quick break. Now, when I return, we'll wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industrial icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Praise, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jet Play, and many more. Dates, 17th to 23rd July 2023. Time 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. Venue, Lighthouse Theatre, 262 to 274 Camberwell Road, London SE50AY. Tickets available on Eventbrite at www.eventbrite.com/Nigeria Week or numbers below. For more details, visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week, produced by SRTV in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture. Nigeria.
Okay, my people, it could not be better than this. The Nigerian Week in London 2023 got you covered to the extent that you can get a free ticket to the event. And this is all you need to do. Go to the Google Play Store and download TapTap app. Send as low as £1 to the account in Nigeria using SRTV as your transaction code. Screenshot your transaction and send to 447-459-513619 or email it to events@superiorradioandtelevision.com and the ticket will be sent to you ASAP. This is powered by SRTV London and TapTap Send. You already know what time it is. Your boy Ice Prince Amani. I can't wait to ride this.
feeling vivid, feeling.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition performance awards to deserving Nigerians and industry icons. Nigeria Week will showcase Afrobeat A-list artists, Ice Prince, Terry G, Orishefemi, Oris Wileke, Konga, Bigiano, Nice Flow, Jetplay, and many more. Dates 17th to 23rd July 2023.
As you welcome back, we said quite a lot today, like a lot of opinions from different people. Some of whom are scholars, some of whom are lecturers, producers, business people, journalists. So you've seen that a lot of people had having different opinion on this June 12th. Yes. You know, you can always leave us your comment. But before then, I just want to say something about the Abiola. We know we did end at that time that he was the editor of the editor, and Olusegun Obasanjo was the deputy editor. At the age of 19, he joined the National Council of Nigeria and Cameroon's ostensible because of its stronger Pan-African origin compared with Obafemi Awolowo-led Action Group. Now, in 1960, he obtained a government scholarship to study at the University of Glasgow, where he later earned a degree in accountancy and qualified as a chartered accountant. He became a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in Nigeria, AKAN. It's quite a lot about this man. As in, I love the fact that with all the callers, all the guests we had today, there were so much, but they all spoke almost in one voice. As regarding this man, it was one voice. They felt like it's more than okay to celebrate this very great icon we talk about today. It's more than enough. Today is just everybody, like Dr. Idris did mention, that June 12th will always make Nigeria recall Abiola, think about Abiola, the great sacrifice, because a lot like Daddy Chris this mentioned, he is the sacrificial lamb that got us into democracy. Now we're still going to SRTV, we're going to do a special report on him, profiling of MKO Abiola, because if you ask me, he's indeed worth being in the news. That would be a good place to wrap up the show today. But before we go, we want to leave this with our politicians. What legacy are you leaving behind? Are you just living for today? Are you just living for you and your children? Are you just living for the power, that seat alone, or for that money you want to cut away with? Are you just living for the influence or the power to intimidate others? Or you want to leave a legacy behind? This is one man we're talking about, and the whole country is shut down for just one man. This is something interesting. He is MKO Abiola. Indeed, he was a great man. As of today on the news, on the headlines we took as well, you could see that people were already at his Lekki homes, Ikeja home rather. People were there this morning. So you could see even the family, we know that, okay, our father indeed lived a great life. And don't live a life that would just have no impact on people. Live a life that is impactful. Impacts the people around you. If you cannot do to everybody, people around you. Start from one person. Mother Teresa did say, if you cannot reach out to everybody, what of the next person standing behind you or beside you, or just your neighbor across? To reach out today to somebody, live a life that is impactful, so that who knows, you might just be the next person who will be shutting the country for when you are no more. This is some of the things our politicians should put in mind or take to heart. Well, thank you so much for being part of the show. And also we thank MARYVAL. She was one with us earlier on the show, and our guest as well, the people behind the camera as well, even the crew in London. We thank you also, our viewers. We appreciate all of you for your time. Know that it's Democracy Day and we are happy, so we'll celebrate. Happy celebration to you and happy June 12th to you. We hope we do urge Nigerians as well to individually do our part so that we continue to uphold this democracy which MKO Abiola died for, so that it will not be a case of he died in vain. Well, good afternoon. We'll see you again. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hooray! It's Nigeria Week London 2023. This is a celebration of Nigerian foods, film, arts, culture, fashion, music, dance, and comedy. Also, there will be a comprehensive economic summit, exhibition of Nigerian organic agricultural produce, and a meritorious recognition